What up? My name is Ryan Babel, and you're watching JLB Sports TV.
Hey everybody, welcome to JLB Sports TV. I am Justin Block, and today Liverpool lost to Arsenal at the Emirates 2-0. Now coming into the match, Liverpool fans, honestly, we were pretty optimistic coming into the match. We really thought we had a shot. And granted, I think that was well-deserved. Liverpool have been playing well coming into the match. Arsenal on fire as well, second to Arsenal in the Premier League. So we had every reason to believe that we could have gotten at least a point, maybe even a victory against Arsenal at the Emirates. It was all for naught today. Now, right before the match, Glenn Johnson, shockingly, had an illness, couldn't play. John Flanagan came in well. Everybody on Twitter was melting down. Oh my God, John Flanagan, fuck us, we're going to lose. And to be honest, John Flanagan played well, or at least well enough to say where we can, really say John Flanagan isn't the reason why we lost. I thought he did okay defensively, and more importantly, when you're playing the right wing back spot, you want to be sure you get forward. And John Flanagan, for a right back that doesn't really get forward that well, doesn't have a lot of technique, doesn't have a lot of pace, I thought his movement was good enough. He really just displayed himself as an outlet. And when you're John Flanagan and you're not a world beater like Glenn Johnson, you're not making guys miss, you're not delivering crazy crosses into the box, just be that outlet. Somebody that can be an option on the right wing. And I thought John Flanagan did that well today. So good job from Flano. Now getting into the match, on the first goal, I believe Santi Cazorla had a header go in, went off the post, finished it off on the rebound. Now when a shot goes off the post and the rebound goes in, I really can't fault really anybody in particular, because then it could have gone anywhere. It could have fallen right to Skirtle and could have been cleared for all we know. Initially, it's the cross that I had a problem with. The cross came in, that's a problem in and of itself, but the fact that nobody was marking Cazorla on the header, huge problem. If you look at the play again, Lucas Leiva was just basically waltzing, just walking into the final third, into the box, letting Cazorla have the free header. And this is the problem that we've seen time and time again, not only this year, but last year, and we'll continue to see until this is addressed in the transfer window. And that's just lack of legs in midfield. Henderson, he's our press monkey. He'll work his ass off, but behind them, Gerrard and Lucas just do not have the legs anymore to be effective midfield players together. And for Gerrard, I guess he gets a pass because he's captain. And his technique is so brilliant that you still want him on the pitch to really display those eye-popping passes, those defense-splitting passes, those match-winning bits of quality. But for Lucas, you're a guy that really has to work hard, game in, game out, and run hard. And that's just something that he hasn't shown for so long. We've been waiting for Lucas to come back into form from all of his injuries in the past years for almost a year now, and it just hasn't come like that. So this is a midfield that has serious problems, serious holes. It's like we're almost playing a man down in midfield. And again, on Ramsey's second goal, granted it was a great strike from Aaron Ramsey, the ball sat up nicely, but why was the time allowed for him to even have that many? I swear, the ball was in the air forever before Ramsey struck it. Kolo Touré didn't press him at all, and again, there's nobody in midfield to pressure Ramsey. We didn't pressure Arsenal well in midfield today, and they just ran all over us. I believe they had 58% of the possession, or 58% of the territory in the final third. So Arsenal constantly camping out in our own half, constantly playing with the ball in our final third, and that's a dangerous game if you're going to play that for Liverpool, especially when you're not finishing off chances on the attacking side, or the counter-attacking side, really. To me, Liverpool came out to counter-attack today. They didn't pressure Arsenal. They let Arsenal drop deep into our own final attacking third, and Liverpool were just not effective on the counter. Although I do believe we had enough chances to actually get those 2 goals and potentially tie Arsenal, we were just not effective in finishing our chances. Suarez and Sturridge, to me, both had chances to score in this match. They just did not capitalize. Collectively throughout the season, I feel like we've been playing unevenly, 1 through 9 in the starting lineup, but then we usually just rely on Suarez and Sturridge to create a moment of magic, maybe on the counter, and they get the goals that we need to win or draw. That just didn't happen today. It wasn't simply put, it was not our day. But I feel like this picture of Daniel Sturridge right here pretty much sums up everything. That was after Suarez took that shot at the end of the match instead of playing Sturridge in. We're not going to have any Suarez to Sturridge Snapchats for a while. Daniel Sturridge is definitely a little bit butthurt about that chance. Another big storyline in the game, Coutinho came back. He came on at halftime. That was great. I feel like his vision and his eye for the passes were still there. He had a couple of balls where Here and there, maybe if you played it or weighted it up more perfectly, it would have been a chance on goal. But Coutinho clearly rusty today. But I was encouraged by the fact that he actually had a good eye for pass and good vision again. So at least that isn't a problem for Coutinho right now. And going forward in the future, now that Coutinho is fully fit, we assume, how is Brendan Rodgers going to line this up? This will be a problem that we'll see with Liverpool game in and game out, or it's a good problem to have, really. So again, Coutinho's back in the action now, presumably back in the starting 11 next week, I believe against Fulham. So will Rodgers stick with 3 at the back? How will they accommodate Coutinho? What's going to happen in midfield? Will Henderson be dropped? Will Allen maybe come in? Will Lucas be dropped? There are a lot of questions that Brendan Rodgers has to answer between now and next week, now that Coutinho is back in the side. But it's never a problem when you're introducing another bit of quality in. Now, overall for the game, I think we really saw the difference between a team in Arsenal who's a legitimate title contender and a team like Liverpool who's merely a top 4 hopeful. The gap in quality was great, especially in midfield. Arsenal got their 2 goals out of the midfield. Liverpool, we really don't score much from midfield. Henderson isn't much of a goal scorer. Gerrard isn't much of a goal scorer anymore. So that's, again, an issue we need to address. Goal scoring in midfield and also having the legs to play well defensively in midfield. Now, my stud of the match has to be Mamadou Sakho. I was very impressed with him today. I feel like in past games, he's gambled a bit and he's risking a lot of bit, where a ball is played into the man that he's covering and he sort of sticks his foot in there, and he's been burned sometimes because he doesn't complete the challenge. Today, he actually led the entire game in interceptions with 4 interceptions. I thought he was rocking the back, and I think we might see a string of great form from Mamadou Sakho where he really asserts himself as the best center back that Liverpool has. My dud of the game has to be Luis Suarez, just because a lot was going to be on him to score the ball today, and he just didn't create much, and he didn't finish the chances that he needed to when they were presented to him. So I hate to say it, but Luis Suarez didn't get the job done today on the pitch, and that really reflects the scoreline. So that's all for today of JLB Sports TV. I'm Justin Block today. Again, not our day. This Daniel Sturridge picture sums up how our day was. Next week we have Fulham at Anfield. We'll hopefully get back on track. I believe that's 20 points now in 10 games. Still second in the league at the point of filming this video. So give me your thoughts on the game down below, your stud, your dud of the match, and what you think, how Coutinho will fit into the side moving forward. See you guys next week.